When it comes to Oasis, do look back in anger. At the website, they failed to get you tickets when you've wasted hours to get it.
I've got a very good mate of mine who is an absolute Oasis junkie. Genuinely reckon he'd give his left testicle.
Oasis fans eagerly awaiting for a reunion tour tickets face long queues and errors on Ticketmaster, only to encounter sudden price surges, with some tickets jumping from $150 to £356. Ticketmaster is now scalping, which people are getting upset because of the dynamic price. They should have started at $1 and then worked their way up, because that would have been fun and nice.
Oh, that would have just been insanity. So you get someone gets one, the next person gets two, and
people were actually waiting in queue in their house. It's not like Ticketmaster makes much money or anything.
Not only are they one of the biggest worldwide ticket sellers of major events.
They are the biggest worldwide. What a dumb thing to say. Not only is McDonald's like a big company, they sell some hamburgers. Some people are so upset with the Ticketmaster situation that they're trying to break the band up again.
This is where the world's got to. It's like, I want to go and break things up and burn the house down.
I am going to smash my house up if I don't get to watch two brothers fight each other. Could we cut out the middleman and just like sell a fight of two random brothers?
Oh.
Could we start a band with you and your brother and fight each other?
No, you need the good music and then the backstory as well. Like, it's like the icing on the cake for the whole thing.
Well, let's get into the backstory. First up, we have one of the most legendary incidents in Oasis history, the ferry fight. In 1994, while on a ferry to Amsterdam for a gig, the band got into a massive brawl with each other. It was so wild that the ferry crew had to intervene and they ended up being banned from the entire country for life. What sparked the brawl? The Gallagher brothers, their rivalry, and yeah, they started getting into a massive fight.
There's no peace between those two whatsoever.
Well, there is now.
You know what sorts it out sometimes?
$100 million.
A big pile of money.
Yeah, but they've been offered crazy money before, so why change now? What do you reckon changed it?
I reckon the money's so big that they've gone, all right, this will be our last one.
Yeah, that's a bit boring. I like to think that there was an OnlyFans model who finally got a three-way with them both and was like, brotherly love was brought back to each other.
Brotherly love. That's an interesting way to bring back brotherly love. Because if one of them was broke or whatever, the other one would almost go like, no, I'm going to screw you over just so you don't get any more money.
So Noel described the fight on the ferry as being like Benny Hill, and the two were running around, people chasing each other, just fighting random people on a ferry in Amsterdam.
I can tell you now, if me and my brother were running around on a boat having a massive fight, the first thing I'd almost want to do is like crash tackle him overboard or something.
Liam took things to a whole new level when he hit Noel with a tambourine during a 1995 show in LA. You know, that makes a great sound.
I know, but that's tame for brothers.
I think if you and your brother were in a band, you would hit your brother on the head with a tambourine every show to make a sound.
That'd just be considered normal part of the act.
Well, next we have the infamous 1996 MTV Unplugged disaster, when Oasis was set to perform on MTV's iconic Unplugged series, but things didn't go according to plan. Liam, claiming that he had a sore throat, refused to sing, but many people suspected it was due to a hangover. And then he sat in the balcony, chain smoking, heckling Noel, and sipping beer while his brother took over lead vocals. The whole series is iconic because it's like so many big artists doing whatever, but ironically, that probably put Oasis on a whole nother level. Then they had a hotel room destruction spree. They took the whole hotel trashing thing to a new level. In one notorious incident in a Columbia hotel in London, the band completely destroyed their suite after a wild night of partying. Liam supposedly started it all by kicking in doors and tossing furniture, which is a pretty impressive effort. Like throwing a couch or whatever is not easy.
Yeah, but I reckon if you've been smoking on whatever and had enough alcohol to the point where you'll do whatever you feel like. Yes, picking up a couch may seem extreme, but you'll just go to whatever lengths. You'll tip it over, put it on your head and just launch it across.
I think once we get to 1 million subscribers, we're destroying a Ritz-Carlton hotel. Because one, we never want to go back to Ritz-Carlton because it sounds so fancy and expensive and we're like not something we can afford. So let's just do it as a one-off thing. We should crowdfund our getting banned from the Ritz-Carlton.
Ritz-Carlton.
Yeah. Forget it. Let's just do it now. We should start a GoFundMe. It's got to be a chain that we don't care about. So that,
Yeah.
Because we can't go like married to Hiltons because they own too many things.
Oh, there's too many of them around the
and
world.
then you can't sleep with Paris Hilton.
No. They got nothing to do with the Hilton Hotel anymore.
They have everything to do.
Anyway.
I have for a fact that the Oasis is banned from staying at the Hilton and sleeping with Paris Hilton.
Is there anywhere that they can actually stay anymore?
Imagine that there was a list and she checks it before sleeping with someone and like, oh, I'm sorry, you're banned from Hilton. So no can do anymore,
that
buddy.
wouldn't surprise me if that was actually the case.
In a 2013 interview, Noel casually admitted that during the height of Oasis' success, he spent 3 years straight doing coke.
I'm not surprised.
He went on to say that he did so much that he had no memory of certain years of his life. The wildest part of this controversy is Noel's assertion that he and Liam spent an estimated £1 million on drugs over the years. Battle between Oasis and Blur is one of the most iconic feuds in music history. It reached its peak in 1995 when both bands released singles on the same day. The rivalry wasn't just about sales, it got personal, with Noel Gallagher famously saying he hoped Blur's Damon Albarn and Alex James would catch AIDS and die. Firstly, AIDS doesn't kill you.
No.
The 1996 Brit Awards, Oasis won several awards, but it was Liam Gallagher's behavior that stole the show. During their performance of Don't Look Back in Anger, Liam mocked Blur by changing the lyrics to insult them,
Oh, of course he did.
then spat beer on stage and made obscene gestures.
Oh,
The wildest moment came when he infamously made a wanker sign to the audience, which included members of Blur.
you know what you can give Liam and Noel credit for? They never did anything half-assed.
You can also give them credit for classic insults.
Yeah.
And the irony of singing a song called Don't Look Back in Anger
Well,
whilst being
yeah.
so angry.
So angry at each other. That would have been probably the easiest song that they could have come up with, considering the situation they were in at that point.
Literally looks back in anger through their whole thing, and then their whole thing is about Don't Look Back in Anger. This would be like Louis Armstrong, who sang What a Wonderful World, offing himself.
Yeah, I know.
In 2002, Liam Gallagher was arrested in Munich after a bar brawl that left him with several broken teeth. The fight reportedly started after Liam insulted a group of Italian tourists, leading to an all-out melee. Could you imagine being some random Italian guy?
And somehow you end up punching on.
Well, Wonderwall is one of their biggest hits, if you didn't know.
I didn't actually.
Oh, yeah. Well, Noel Gallagher wrote it about his then girlfriend, Meg Matthews, but after their divorce, he claimed it wasn't about her at all, saying he made up the story to shut her up.
Oh, I just love. Just come up with another complete reason, absurd reason as to why you've done something.
And that's added to the wildness because Wonderwall is obviously an anthem for most people's weddings and romantic moments. So if its origins are tied to a sarcastic quip to an ex, next time you're at a wedding and they're playing Wonderwall, just think the husband is like,
Shut the wife up.
yeah.
Oh, honey, just shut the fuck up. Okay?
Today is going to be the day that you
Just
shut
up
up.
the fuck up. I'm gonna get absolutely fucking.
By now, you should have somehow figured out how to shut
Shut
up.
Shut up.
And with that, we look back in anger at Oasis.
Yeah.